that I sure as shit didn't.
No, not exaggerating. Nope, not yeah. It is fascinating. Let me tell you, it is fucking fascinating, right? Okay, so first off, so work today. Max knows about this a little bit already.
Oh no.
So
It's never good when you invoke. It's never good when you invoke my name for one of your stories.
I had to scream about this to Max. So yesterday, a user told us that he wants us to set up a new employee account. Great.
Oh, this story.
Do you need parts? No, I already have the parts. Okay, fantastic.
Oh, no.
He then sends us a second email. I need parts for this new user. We go, that's weird. You said you already had the parts. So we call him. We go, hey, so you sent us an email saying you needed parts for this new user that you sent us a different email for. Did you need parts for that user still? He's like, yes, I have the parts for the user already. Okay. So we cancel the parts request. We get 2 weeks down the line and the guy's like, hello, excuse me, I am just wondering when my parts will arrive. And we're just like, you told us you already had the parts. Well, I did. I contacted the parts buyer for them. The parts buyer is us. Oh. Can you buy the parts? Yes. Yes, we can.
By the way, okay, so Sneaky, I have an IT story. I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah.
How hard is it to terminate a cable?
What do you mean?
We need a guy
Right.
to run some cable for us
Sure.
and terminate it in a specific location. We need it to stop in a specific location. We need it to just have internet access. That's
Right.
it.
So I'm assuming an Ethernet cable.
Do
Pretty
you
much.
want a wall plug,
Oh,
or do
yeah.
you want the cable to have a plug on the end of it?
Well, I mean, either way, it doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, Ethernet cable is sold by the 500-foot roll for a fucking reason. Like,
Yes.
it
Well,
is,
yeah,
it
but
is
if you put it
literally
on
any idiot with a crimper could do either.
Well, if you put it in a wall plug, you have to do a little extra work of, actually mounting that. But
Oh, yeah,
it's
you gotta
not
mount
hard.
the fucking wall plug. Such a goddamn gargantuan effort.
Anyway,
takes like
my
2
point
minutes.
is, should it take a month for an IT guy to run some Ethernet cable?
That depends. Is it going through the wall, or is it just like you're just running it along the ground or in a corner?
He's just got to run it around the periphery of a room. Now, to be fair,
No.
there's a lot of fucking cable. I do want to be clear on this end. It's going.
That literally doesn't matter. If
it is going through the shop floor, but it's not gonna go like on the. He doesn't have to dig up concrete. We just need this.
Right, yeah, if it's literally just going like edging underneath shelves and in the fucking corner between the wall and the floor, if it's literally just going around the edge and he has to do literally nothing besides maybe slap some masking tape on it, I would estimate that job is roughly, what would you say, 10 to 15 minutes at most?
Ish. But hang on, you said shop floor. Is this a...
I've seen the shop floor. It's
environment?
pretty fucking big, but if he's just running it along the edge...
Yeah, so Sneaky, if you remember where we came out of my office...
Yeah, I remember.
You remember how there was like that paint booth area, and then there was a closed room a little bit just beyond the paint booth?
Yeah, sure.
It's going there.
Are you going up in the ceiling?
No, not up in the ceiling. He could run it along the wall. He can easily run it along the side of the wall.
No,
and we have
not if there's a door in the way.
A million cat lives.
You would have to go through it. Yeah, no, you would have to drop that line.
You do have to go up. It's a professional standards thing and a trip hazard, a safety thing.
Yeah,
through the wall, through the ceiling.
Yeah, you have to drop that
No,
line.
that's what I'm saying. he could run it along the upper periphery of the like. There's no trip hazard involved. He can run it up above.
No. He has to drop line it. No, I
Yeah,
mean,
you gotta follow professional standards. It shouldn't take more than a day or 3.
yeah, I would say
but-
I know the location he's talking about. That's like a day at most.
Okay.
It's still more involved, but it's not a month-long fucking task unless,
Yeah,
he-
drop lines are
uh,
just look. Drop lines are just really fucking annoying to do sometimes.
yes.
So I can.
No,
Yeah.
at my old job, it was a case.
Well, yeah,
of,
because
okay,
we
this-
just need it there so that we can get a fucking and I don't want this, but we're getting an inventory control I'm trying to think how to say this. An inventory control vending machine for like drill bits and
Ooh.
shit.
Yeah, we had those. They're not fun. Luckily, you won't have to support it. That's gonna be on the provider of that.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the fucking IT team for that.
No, that won't be on the IT team. That's
Oh
not
my
the
God.
local guys. That's gonna be all outsourced. All you've got to do is plug it in and make sure it gets.
Yeah,
on the
you
internet.
fucking say that.
I do because
but-
I have experience running these.
As someone who provides IT for a shop, let me tell you, not all of it's being outsourced, and it's fucking annoying as shit. Because these
it's not
goddamn
outsourced, it's the
CNC
vendor.
machines are running Windows 7 on them. Why? I don't know, but they are. And it's just a goddamn pain in the ass, because they got a whole... It's like homebrewed Windows 7 too, because they put a whole bunch of their own, like, internal
so let me
shit
ask
on
you
it.
Obviously, without outing any vendor, do any of them use McMaster-Carr, Granger, or anything like that?
Yeah, I think I heard
Sure.
that one of those names sounds familiar, so... I mean, it depends. If the machine's new, maybe it doesn't run like that, but I mean, we're talking, 2012 to 2016 machines that these guys were operating in. That's how they ran. Hey, Super Potatoes! Oh, welcome back, my dude.
You're alive!
Sounds like more machinery to break down? Yes, it does. And does it? Yes, very often. It's annoying as shit. What's better, some of the older machines still running from IBM from the 90s? Yeah. Honestly, I would say the 90s IBM machines break down less.
They really do. They're still running today.
Yeah.
90s IBM machines are absurd.
Yeah. You gotta keep in mind, these were made back during the day of Cold War. So they kind of thought they needed to make these machines last 80 years into the nuclear apocalypse. Nowadays they're made with duct tape and greed.
And glue.
Yeah.
I think glue was all eaten during production.
So I do have another story to tell. Here. So
Oh, God.
we have an email-based ticket creation system alongside a text-based creation system and a UI you can use to create one, and a little button you can push on your computer for help. And okay, look, there's a lot of ways you can make a ticket, right? So the email creation system works by you sending an email. Now, users, as we've established, are retarded.
Extraordinarily so.
Yeah.
Of course. They're
So,
users.
What they don't realize, or if they do realize it, they just don't care, they will email us and they'll include like 19 people in on the carbon copy of this assistance email. And then everyone and their mother will start replying to that email, and they'll hit reply all and not remove us from the reply. So 19 fucking more tickets get created. But we have to go through them one by one and cancel or move on, because, if they actually provide valuable detail, we then have to cancel the old task, the new one, because that one has more detail in the description. It's a fucking mess. It's annoying as shit. But the point is, today, these guys are retarded. And they're retarded because they create a ticket. They say, I need help with this thing. It's not working. Now, A, the thing they created help ticket for, we don't manage. Not only do we not manage it, it's an Excel file.
That's great.
We don't fix your Excel files. We'll fix Excel. We'll make your Excel file run on Excel. But if you fucked up a computation table inside your Excel file because you're the accountant and you want to do accounting inside of Excel using Excel math, well, we're not going to fix that. And that's exactly what they wanted us to fix. So first off, they're already contacting us about something we can't fix. But part 2 of this story is that some shit brain decides that I'm going to reply to this email. And they go, I think you should really get the manager CC'd in on this email. Sneaky's company is really, really trash about responding to tasks we submit to them.
Oh!
That's, no.
So I'm like, okay. Well, actually, Super Potatoes, it's funny you say next time they will make a ticket asking for help to save their files, because I actually had a ticket about that. So, part 3 of this arc...
Sweet Christ, there's a part 3!
is I call the person yesterday, today, and I'm going to call them tomorrow, and they haven't picked up a single phone call from me, they haven't responded to any of my email reach-outs, so they come in, they're like, oh, I need help from Miles, you guys are all shit and can't fucking do anything, you never respond to my tickets, also, I'm just going to ignore every attempt from you to contact me. It's like, gee, I wonder why we don't respond to your tickets.
Is it because you never pick up the contact phone?
Yeah, pretty much. So this is where I'm going to attack Signs Age directly now.
Okay, when you finish, I want to complain about vendors.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So I'm going to attack Signs Age directly now. So I had a ticket one day where the lady on the line was complaining, she's young, she's complaining that her file never saves. And all of the changes she makes keep getting reverted when she closes the file.
Oh no.
So I go onto her computer, and I'm like, alright, well, show me your process. And she does, she's like, alright, see, I make this change here, and then she just hits the exit button. And I go,
God damn it.
I go, well, you're using Adobe Acrobat 2016. She's like, yeah, and? I'm like, Adobe Acrobat 2016 doesn't have autosave. You have to save it manually. And she goes, what do you mean save it manually? I'm like, well, you have to hit the save button. What's the save button?
God damn it.
You dumb bitch.
I'm like, you see this little button here? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you have to hit that. She's like, is that what that does? I'm like, yeah. That's what that does.
No, she didn't.
She's 21, by the way.
Yeah, Gen Z does not claim her.
Some people are just fucking retarded, okay?
She asked what the symbol on the save thing means.
Does she want the who what now?
Does she ask what the little symbol on the save button means?
No, she just thought it was a funny little symbol.
Did you tell her what it was?
I don't think she cared.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not a teaching age that bad.
I will say this. I think the age of young people being more digitally competent than the generation before is gone.
It's definitely over because our generation...
No,
our generation had shit technology. That's really what
Yep.
it was. And, Gabe Newell nailed it on the fucking head when he said that piracy primarily occurs when you make it impossible to acquire your product normally.
Yep, service problem.
Service problem, exactly. LimeWire is a great example of what the fuck happens when you make your music difficult to acquire. People just fucking steal it.
I mean, people just fucking steal it anyway. Let's be real.
Yes, but a majority of people were stealing the music because it's like, oh, I have to go through fucking Apple and I have to jump through 19 hoops to get an account and then set it up, and then only works on an iPad, and then I have to get other programs to convert it to other platforms or just play my music normally. And if I don't buy the purchased version, then I have to buy the premium of this to transfer the music, and it's just easier to just steal the jailbroken copy of the music.
Yeah. I will primarily blame Apple for that.
Oh, 100% it's
Because
Apple. Yeah, 100%.
With all their ease of use and like, oh, we're gonna make everything so streamlined and simple, and you can just click this and click that, and it just works. But they don't have problems to fix, so they don't know how to fix problems.
Well,
that
was-
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Yes.
it's fine as a consumer, but if you're going to do anything working with technology as a professional, you're just fucked.
Apple has always been anti-power user.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not just anti-power user. It's anti being able to solve things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, fuck you, eat shit.
But no, definitely back in the day, as much as I love XP and as much as I loved, 95, as much as I love 7, there were a lot of things I learned specifically because XP 7 and 95 did not do what I wanted them to do. And so I had to learn how to either make the computer understand what I wanted it to do or break it until it did. And I mean, admittedly, a lot of that's pretty useful these days for me in my profession, but
Yeah.
I will say, having worked on some computers that were using Windows 7 recently, I am reminded that the Windows 7 printer management software was ass.
Oh yeah, no. I just fucking hate printers in general.
Printers are ass in general, but then
Printers are
Yeah.
the fucking worst. So there's a printer in my office
Yeah.
that has just disappeared from our network.
yeah.
It has an
Yep.
IP address.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We enter the IP address exactly, and it searches, and it searches, and it searches,
Yeah.
and 7 hours later, it's still goddamn searching.
Yeah.
But we know the printer is connected to the internet
Yeah.
because when the fucking toner got low, it was perfectly able to send us straight to the fucking HP website.
Well,
My toner.
that's HP. Oh, wait, actually, I think I know what the problem with that printer
No.
is.
No, we replaced the toner and the
No,
problem. still continued.
I know what the problem with the printer is. The account associated with the printer has been deactivated.
How old is this printer?
It's like 2 years, 3 years.
Yep. Account.
Yeah, that
Yep.
could be the account.
Yep. The account associated with the printer is deactivated. Yeah, that's right. HP now, when you buy an HP printer, you have to create an HP account. And as long as that HP account has a credit card on file, they will allow your printer to continue to operate. And if at any point in time the credit card expires, gets removed from the account, or the account is otherwise disabled, they will disable your printer.
Huh.
I think they're being sued
Yeah.
for that.
They are.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
But
surprise
in
me.
it's,
the meantime...
Deserved.
Wow, amazing sandstorm deer. That's so amazing. I can't help but ban you for it.
Yeah.
What had happened?
Chatbot. Yeah.
L
we
plus
use sellers.
ratio. Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, so Zoomer generation absolutely fucked. They grew up in a generation 10 and 11 with their as much shit as you can give them for their anti-power user stance. 10 and 11 are pretty good for the common user in terms of GUI functionality.
There's a couple problems I have with 11's GUI.
Yes.
The right click. The neutered right click options.
Yes, but that's see, your
It's
problems
fixable.
with
It's
11
fixable.
yes, it is. But your problems with 11's GUI comes from you knowing something else.
Also true.
These Zoomers are growing up in Plato's cave, sir.
Yeah.
I wish you were wrong, but
Unfortunately, we are cursed with knowledge.
So my father approached me recently, and he was like, we're looking to get a new computer for Junior, my little brother, right? And we wanted to talk to you first before we did it this time. Because last time around, they bought a gamer laptop. Alienware edition.
Oh. I was just about to say,
God.
hang on, before we start shitting on gamer laptops, some of them are like, look, when I was in college, and when I was like going around the country a bunch, look, was it obviously more expensive than buying a desktop? Yes. But my Asus gaming laptops never let me down. This is one of the most important things to this fucking day. They had sensible fucking heat. They exhausted the heat out the back and not onto my fucking dick.
Wow.
I'm looking at you, Alienware.
Who needs dicks anyway?
You see, it's a little known fact, but Alienware was in fact doing a service to mankind because they were attempting to vent so much heat onto a bunch of pathetic gamer dicks that it would sterilize their sperm.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Nailed it on top of the head. Anyway, so point being is that they bought a gamer laptop last time. It was primarily an immobile device. They thought, oh, well, he has to bring his computer into school sometimes, and he wants a gamer computer, so we'll just combine the two. He ended up barely ever bringing it into school.
Yeah, well, A, you almost never bring that shit to school. B,
never bring a gamer laptop to school unless you want it stolen, broken, or damaged.
Well, not only that. Right, let's pretend you go to a nicer school, and the odds of it being you getting cracked across the head with a fucking algebra textbook and your laptop stolen is low.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's literally just you roughhousing with the boys and someone trips over your backpack. Or, you trip and you fall and you land on your backpack. Or
you go to the cafeteria and somebody spills coffee on your backpack.
Right, literally there's 100 scenarios that your laptop would never be in if you didn't bring it in with you.
Oh, yeah.
It
my
has
personal
nothing
favorite...
to do with the status of the school's thievability rate.
I would say my personal favorite is the fact that you're not going to bring that... You're going to bring that to class for, like, the first 3 days, and then you're going to go, God damn, this is heavy as fuck.
Well,
why did I do this?
It's the teacher drones on and on. None of the shit here matters, and I can only get away with playing Minecraft so much in the middle of class.
It's not going to stop me from trying, mind you, but...
What, you didn't play cool math games all the time?
Oh, Cool Math for Kids. Is that site still up?
Listen, I was in fact playing Math Blast all times.
They've had a few UI updates since our days.
Oh, I don't like the site anymore. Where is my obnoxious cursor? Where is the 90s pop-out graphics?
I just realized, did they get rid of the search bar?
Yeah, they did.
Damn, that's strange.
Oh my god. They got rid of the search bar. Wait, the Lemonade simulator's not there anymore.
Oh shit, you're right.
Asteroid's not there anymore. What?
They removed Lemonade Simulator. What bullshit is this?
Wait, Lemonade Simulator?
Yeah, there's a lemonade stand simulator. It actually taught you basic economics and supply and demand as an elementary schooler.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
great. Yeah, no, they whole ass removed Lemonade Simulator. What the shit is this horse shit? Cool math for kids, you've changed.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, okay, listen, I can understand getting rid of games like Asteroid. Fine.
Yeah.
I get it. The only mathematical thing about that was it was done with vector lines, I think.
Yeah, there was very little actual math going on there.
Well, like, for every one
Yeah.
Asteroid, there were like 3 legitimately really good math games as well.
Did anyone preserve the old site?
Maybe. Oh, you know what? That's probably why they got rid of so many of those. All those were Flash-based.
Oh shit, you're right, they were all Flash-based.
Once again, Adobe ruined something retroactively for us.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's hardly surprising, but
I know, it's just, so much
Cool
amazing
Math for
stuff was-
Kids is a 20-year-old website.
It's older than that.
Case of ages.
No, Cool Math for Kids is way older than that. I was playing that back in like 4th and 3rd grade.
Max.
How old are you? How old are you, Max?
Max.
I'm 30.
Yeah,
Oh,
Max. That
Yeah, you said it was
was
only 20.
that was
It's
4th
24 or
grade.
5. No, that was 5th grade for me.
2003 was 5th grade for you?
Yeah, because I would have been 10 years old.
Aren't you 1 grade ahead of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would be in 4th grade. 2003 was 3rd grade for me.
Yeah, I was ending 4th grade, but I just said, like, I was playing that in 3rd and 4th grade.
No, you said 4th and 5th.
No, I said 3rd and 4th. I said 3rd and 4th. Like, I was there when it was new.
Yeah, we were all
Everyone
there.
loved it.
Oh,
The teachers loved
wow.
it too, because it was a safe site for the kids to go on and actually learn useful shit.
Well, that's a 50-50. Some of the teachers liked it. Some of the teachers kind of caught on that not all of the games on that website were really math games.
Oh, all my teachers were like, yeah, you kids have fun. It's a safe site. It didn't matter if we were learning shit or not. If they wanted us to learn something, they'd be like, hey, play this game.
yeah, I remember the teachers who were like,
Mondays,
you know what, kids, go
Sisyphean
play
typing
Oregon
game.
Trail to learn about consequences in
That's
life.
some real shit right there. A Sisyphean
Yeah.
typing game. Damn.
Oh, Cool Math Games itself. Holy crap.
Yep, cool math games as well.
Cool Math for Kids and Cool Math Games. Man.
Is there? They do have a search bar.
Okay,
Lemon.
look for lemonade.
Lemonade stand.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. Someone has it.
boy. You have
Someone
7,
still has it.
14, or 30 days to make money. You have to control pricing, quality, inventory, and supplies.
I forgot about the weather forecast system too.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
weather fork.
The game was immensely complicated.
There was a lot of shit going in on this. Yeah, buy more cups, buy more lemons, buy
Yeah,
more
there it
sugar,
is.
buy more ice.
Yeah.
And then you fucking mastered this game. You're like, all right, time to nuke the market. And you're like, 1 lemon per cup, 2 sugar, 3 ice. Charge $1 for it, and then you move the price down, and then you move it way up.
Yeah.
Donks.
Once you got good enough, this game taught you that lemons are totally capable of crashing an economy.
Yep.
I mean,
my-
technically speaking, anything is capable of crashing an economy if you're stubborn enough.
Okay, this is a slightly different.
This is
Lemonade
Cool
stand.
Math's Lemonade stand. Well, yeah, because they probably had to recreate it because again, Flash game.
As
Yeah,
it turns out, the best way to crash an economy is to create things that cause the economy to crash.
well, it's to create things that people want and are willing to pay absurd prices for.
Example: potions.
And then when it was really hot, you jacked the price of the lemonade up really high.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking dick move. Well done.
That's just economics, baby.
Simple version of Resteteer. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
honestly
pretty much.
that was probably a lot of us here in this chat. This was probably our first introduction to shop simulators. So
Yeah, honestly.
No, my first my first introduction to a shop simulator
Yeah.
came in like first or second grade, and it was it was essentially a lemonade stand, but as an actual video game. And it was like you were running a food stand in a ballpark.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, gentlemen, that's story time. Interesting stories of the elder age.
if we want
Behold the dark times.
we
Indeed.
should just go look at Armored Core 6 and.
Do you really want to go? Okay, yeah, let's go look at Armored Core. I'm sure there will be
No,
absolutely.
I said,
Oh,
Sneaky, I said go look at Armored Core 6. I didn't say go look at Armored Core section. I may just boot the game up.
I don't have
Oh,
it.
Oh. I'm
Currently
not
playing it
sure how
right now.
far you'd. I'm not sure how far you'd get, to be honest.
Yeah, you look there. I don't think I would get very far. Look, I was looking at the game and I saw some really cool weapons I would love to have, but I was hearing about how hard it was to get the weapons I really wanted to have, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So Sneaky, you know how like that we have a noob filter with the tutorial boss, the giant.
I'm aware.
helicopter?
Yeah, yeah.
There was so there was a secondary filter.
Oh yeah. What's
It's
that?
called Voltaeus.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the last boss for chapter 1.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Is that the one that shoots missiles in a giant circle?
Yeah, you know the one that people are like,
oh,
that's
that
pretty cool, like,
fucking sack of shit.
that one that everyone's like, yo, that looks like a cool mid-game boss. Yeah, that's your first actual boss.
Oh, awesome.
You mean
Yeah.
boss with the Don Maku?
Do you realize? Oh wait, hold on. I have a soundboard for this.
I'll have the soundboard up, so I'm gonna completely miss the joke.
Thank you, soundboard.
Best villain, by the way.
Well, what was the soundboard?
Do you realize how little that narrows it down?
Actually, that kind of narrows it down considering the Macross missile massacre this motherfucker was throwing out.
Yeah. I spent hours on him. Saw a video of someone on Twitter be like, "Yo, check out double shotty with a melee against Balteas." I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna try that for myself." I melted his health so fast, I put him down to 10% before he did his mid-point move where he does a massive.
What, the
electrical
double
explosion.
shotty?
Yeah, 2 shotguns and a melee.
Hmm.
Okay, was it okay? Wait, was it the
Melted.
pulse blade or the laser blade?
Pulse blade.
You can't get
Because
the
I'm
laser
having
blade
a
until
real
after that.
a real problem getting through the like I tried bringing the actual pulse weapons. That didn't do dick.
Oh, they do a lot better than laser weapons.
No, I
Alright,
know,
so-
but like
Yeah, my preferred loadout was the double shoulder-mounted railguns. It was like the size of your fucking mech.
I haven't gotten a shoulder-mounted
You-
railgun yet.
you'll-
I've got
you'll get to those
shoulder-mounted laser
eventually.
cannons.
Yeah, you'll get to those eventually.
And then double moonlight greatsword.
No, you
looked
can't.
at
You
the
can't do that.
Poet?
Anymore. You can't double
you
up
can't-
swords.
You can't
Wow.
double melee anymore.
Oh, they patched that out?
It's
It was never a thing in Armored Core
I
6.
literally just watched a video of someone wielding 2 moonlight greatswords.
Send me the video, please.
Sure, yeah.
I'd love to see that.
He's modded something.
But Yeah, Atin, did you look at OS tuning for that fight?
I'm sorry, did I look at what?
OS
can't-
tuning?
You can't do OS tuning except on the replay. On the first run through, you don't have access to it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you have
You get
access to
OS
OS
chips
tuning
from the arena,
halfway.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Actual-
didn't get the arena until after chapter 1, right?
No, you get it after Wall Climber, which is
Yeah.
like the midway point of chapter 1.
Did you?
Now, you don't have a lot, but you do have it.
Listen, it gave me access to the weapon bay, which let me carry in 2 shotguns.
Oh yeah, no.
Laser pistol,
What I did was
and
I
and a
wanted.
blade.
Oh yeah,
yes,
here we go. Yeah, this is it.
What I wanted to do was go in with. I went in with pulse weapons and then my personal favorite, the plasma cannons.
Yeah, I said fuck all that and was like, all right, I'm gonna try this build with the reverse legs because the reverse legs are actually super fun to use.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, Baltiz.
Okay. Yeah, that's double railgun. All right, that's 1 Moonlight Greatsword.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Sneaky, he's
slashing
only got-
twice with it. My bad.
Yeah. So in exchange for not having double melee, some of the weapons just straight up have like short 2 to 4 hit combos. So
Well,
that's
and it
what
doesn't
you
really
would do.
matter because basically he doesn't fucking use his other gun anyway.
Yeah, no. I brought in laser pistol. I was like, oh, laser pistol might be fun, and then learned the hard way that pulse shields give no shits about lasers.
Oh,
So
they
I
do
just
not.
use it.
The
I
first
didn't
time I
use it
showed
the
up to fight
entire
that man,
time.
unpleasant.
Same.
I was like,
Yeah,
all right, so this
yeah.
is going nowhere quickly.
Yeah, double shotgun with a melee is just absurd against Balteus, because all you have to do is stay in his face, and if you've got a light to midweight frame, staying in his face is really easy.
And
But,
he does not appreciate it.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, there was one more story I had today. Oh shit.
You can do Attack the Dam Complex in under about 1:30 if you have the right speed build.
Oh yeah.
Which is what I'm farming right now.
Don't waste your time.
No?
No, like, just progress the story. You will get better and faster missions. Especially attack watch points, or not out of attacking whatever the place where Missile McJackoff is.
Honestly, the mission I went to for like some quick grinding to pick up parts for the Malteus builds.
Is
I just
Armored
did
Core worth it? I
It
mean,
depends on
look,
person.
Asmongold gave it a 9 out of 10, and Asmongold hates these sorts of fucking games.
Okay, here's the
Yeah.
question: do you like mechs?
Okay, that's usually not a good question to lead with this game. I'm gonna be honest. Because if you're not ready to sit there and beat your face against a wall every so often, even if you like mechs, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, from what I heard about Armored Core 6 is that it's very back to roots of FromSoft games of being very punishing.
Yeah.
I spent
Yeah,
4 hours trying to beat the red guns last night before giving up on it.
For Sneaky.
All right,
for the
I gotta ask a
first
question. What did y'all
time-
use to beat what is this face?
Anyway, this isn't Mech Corner, this is Fanfiction Corner, so we're gonna
It
read some
could be Mech
fanfiction.
Corner. If you just let it.
Yeah,
and, come
I
on.
could mute you.
Mech Corner is less painful for your soul.
Yes, but I want to torture everyone, not just people who aren't interested in Armored Core 6.
Then I suggest you pull up
Oh.
the Armored Core section.
See, I could do that, except I don't understand Armored Core lore. I'm pretty sure no one else here understands Armored Core lore. There wasn't really much
Alright, cool.
Armored Core lore that exists besides whatever Vadi conjures out of the ether, as far as I'm concerned.
I know that there's augmented humans, normal humans, as well as just straight up sentient AI that are a problem. sometimes.
Also,
So
hyper
sometimes there are
augmented
problems.
humans.
Sometimes they're just benevolently running mercenary organizations.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So anyway, we're gonna talk about Pokemon because I'm feeling old school today.
First time you talk
Great.
about Pokemon. in a
Yeah,
minute.
you know, yeah. I feel like we should really get back to our roots of the child card game / video game we all played. I think this is a great story to start off with. Pokemon Flourish. Calum is a member of Team Flare. Trigger warnings: rape and suicide.
What?
Oh fuck!
Classic.
Stop.
Classic.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the
I love
fucking
Pokemon.
start and a half. That's
Yeah. That's your average Pokemon fic right there, right?
Sure.
Oh god, I'm so glad that was right there so I could make that joke. Anyway, so we got Wannabe, a 51 chapter, 278,000 word story with a whopping 226 reviews. And do you guys want to know how many favorites it has?
No.
20.
3.
Oh!
Yep.
It has been updating for 2 years now.
Good for it.
So yeah, about 135k words per year. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not so great on the favorite rate though. He's getting 0.5 favorites a chapter.
Oof. Ouch.
That, gentleman, is what we describe as a big oof.
That's a skill issue. And I'm sure if I click the reviews, they are going to be completely wholesome.
Press X to down.
Surely.
I believe you are mistaken, sir.
Wow, there is a lot of guest reviewers. That is very weird. There's one guy reviewing, and there's a shit ton of guest reviewers under the same name reviewing.
That could be a similar thing. I did that early on when I first discovered fanfiction.net.
And
Well,
one
when I was
dude's
a
called
student.
Fart Ninja.
Oh
Oh,
god!
of course.
Oh no.
why.
It's him.
Even when it's not
It's him.
not his story, he shows up.
Of course, it's him.
It's not him.
It's not, but imagine.
Wannabe.
No.
Keaton Keats Diabetes is an oddball and hardly a Pokemon trainer. But
Diabetes. You crescent Sneaky.
His name Diabetes.
I mean,
DB
basically.
Wait, DBAs?
Yeah, like I said, it's basically diabetes.
Yeah, close enough.
But when his former Johto League champion sisters, plural, Pokemon get stolen, he decides to pull a Taken and rescue them? Wait, so you're...
No.
Wait, hold the fuck up here, right? So this dude, who's a pretty dog shit, middle to lower of the pack Pokemon trainer, his sisters, who are the champions of Johto, get their Pokemon jacked. This dude, this fucking fat-ass lord with a goddamn Rattata is like, yeah, that's right, I'm gonna go beat up them rocket balls and get my sister's Pokemon back. Really?
I mean, it turns out that he's only a mid Pokemon trainer, but he's the world's best Machamp MMA trainer.
I mean, if you attack the people and not the Pokemon, that solves a lot of issues.
You see,
I mean, to be
I
fair-
am the greatest I am the greatest Poke-duelist. What do you mean you don't have any
fist.
Pokemon? I duel the trainer!
Well, see,
Based also.
it's funny because actually Pokemon did canonize that the trainers could absolutely fight. And in the Pokemon manga, Bruno, actually straight shit will occasionally just fight people. just
He was
their
also
Pokemon.
brainwashed.
Well, yes, but you know, he grunts and flexes at rocks, so I mean, it was inevitable.
Of course.
But yeah, he'll just straight shit fight your Pokemon and win.
If he thinks you're too much of a bitch, he'll just come fight your Pokemon instead.
CC has arrived. Welcome. CC missed out on an entire hour's worth of sneaky reminisce and causes age damage of everyone. I remember in the anime, one of the trainers just straight up fought the wild Pokemon himself to catch it. Yep, that happened as well, yeah.
Of course. Why not?
Yeah, so I mean, it is canonized across multiple ways.
They respect you more if you beat them yourself.
I mean, to be fair, so would I.
Hey, listen,
True.
if I lost to the gym trainer because the gym trainer came and beat my fucking Pokemon's ass, I'd be like, God damn, Moon, I can't even be mad.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just...
Yeah, you know, it's just
Are
like...
you sure you're not secretly the Elite Four? Did I go in through the wrong door here?
Yeah, if you're sitting there, you know, you watch this Pokemon, like, break rocks as practice, and then you square up against the gym trainer's just like, yeah, your Pokemon's weak, I can take this, and just hops into the arena himself and then kicks the shit out of your rock-eating Pokemon. It's like, well, alright.
Well, what am I supposed to do now?
Listen, when you throw down with the superpowered Pokemon and win, you earn their respect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so he is going to take it upon himself to rescue her high-level team from that group of thieves. And he goes on a journey that will take him through the whole Poke world. OC-centric original side story take place in Fusion World of the anime, manga, and games. Alright, so already it's a dog shit story. Just on the fact that he tries the Fusion World, the anime, manga, and games, because all three of them actually have pretty massively divergent storylines. The games are obviously like a kind of a midpoint between the manga characters existing in the games, but I mean, like, there's not a lot happening in the games that isn't main character focused, and admittedly in Red, you are playing as Red. And your opponent is blue, and that matches the manga. But in the anime, you know, wildly different personalities. Even their ages are different. The government's different. Team Rocket's different. So trying to mash the anime into a game manga Fusion World is just like it's like why include one of those? Like if you're
Because
gonna
he's lazy.
well, yes, no, I understand. But if you're gonna include the anime is pretty all-encompassing in what it covers. You don't need to rely on the manga to fill in gaps, really. And then the manga's the same way, and it's pretty all-encompassing in what it covers, and you don't need the anime to fill in the gaps unless you're trying to steal from the anime a whole bunch of canon events to have your character encounter instead of Ash.
See, I know that I can be cooler than Ash Ketchum, so...
Let's see what the grammar's looking like here. The city of Utrika, one of the oldest cities in the Johto region of the Pokemon world, and home to two of the region's most notable landmarks. Kind of slipping into a Marcus accent there. The Bell Tower and its destroyed counterpart, the Burn Tower, that gave birth to the three powerful legendary Pokemon. Well, actually, author, you fucking dipshit, because you decided to make the games canon, that's been decannoned. That's not real anymore.
Oops.
Fucking dipshit. It's been
That's
that
fine,
way
don't worry
for a
about it.
while.
Remember, my friends, no refund.
Exactly. Anyway, it's like this is what I'm talking about. This is why you don't include 3 diverse. That's like I'm gonna write a Tanya story, but it's gonna be fusing the manga, anime, and light novel together.
Don't do it.
That's a
do
bad idea.
Now I'm imagining a fucking isekai where it's Marcus, the one giving out powers, and it's just like, hey, I want a different power. No refunds.
No
Fuck.
refunds. Closes door.
Closes door to heaven.
Kicks him out.
No refund. If you're a big enough badass, the door will open back up. So, Vault Hunter, reincarnation.
I have new powers for you if you are willing to pay for them.
That was
remember-
not a Marcus
No,
accent.
I lost the accent for a
Yeah,
bit.
that was an
sorry.
absolute accent loss right there.
Excuse me, I gotta.
You just gotta think about some money and maybe rub your hands together a little bit.
Hang on, I gotta get in character.
That does
Yeah.
not describe Marcus.
Oy
What are you
vey.
What the fuck are you
What?
talking
What?
about?
Hold on.
What
Are you
Borderlands
saying-
game have you played?
In what Borderlands game is Marcus altruistic?
I didn't say
None
he
of
was altruistic.
Dude literally got given a gift and he thought that it was an attempt to kill him, and you rectify this by giving him a box of poison, and he goes, for a second there I thought he might have been nice, and he felt better about it.
Yeah, well, yes, because altruism makes, as he's the kind of sad bastard who the only experience he has with altruism is someone using it to hide a knife.
Exactly.
Like, now, to be fair, he lives and works on Pandora.
Yes.
The only options for female companionship are a crazy doctor who had sex with chairs, a
Yes.
crazy siren who is just hideously unstable.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
A
all
crazy siren
sirens.
who's technically more stable, but still pretty fucked.
Maya was.
Moxie.
Moxie's not a siren. Maya.
No, but she is there.
Yes. She also fucked Marcus. And Ellie and Ellis are their kids.
Wait, Ellie is Marcus's?
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah.
No.
No,
She fucked the.
No, because those two are way too inbred.
Yeah, that was from
Oh.
the clan.
No,
yeah,
they're
right, the clans, yeah. Wait, are you
She
sure
may have
Marcus wasn't part of the
married
clans?
no,
Yeah, I'm
he
sure.
wasn't.
No, it was Moxie that was part of the clans.
Right.
Which is
right.
funny
No, yeah,
because she
Moxie,
can-
yeah, no, hold on. Moxie was part of the clans. Yeah, no.
No, oh, that's right. No, oh no,
Moxie is
no,
a
I
punk.
remember. I remember now. Sneaky's right, because Ellie has a line where she points at her massive rack and is like, "I got these from my mom. Nothing else though."
Yeah. So yeah, Marcus is a big guy, so yeah. Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah, because Scooter, who is Scooter's family?
Ellie.
Well,
No,
Moxie
no,
And
no. Remember,
Moxie.
Scooter isn't on a family's tree. Scooter's on a family circle.
And that's why you kill the Hodunks.
Yes, but what are you saying is Scooter's family is Moxie and Ellie and assumedly Marcus.
Jokes aside.
No joke, he's actually trying to go get with Ellie.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Let's be
canon.
clear. He desperately pursued other females in the hope that it could calm his disturbing incestual desires, and it did not.
Yeah, well, that's just Pandora for you.
Although, to be fair, half of that was because he had massive incestual desires that all the women around him were like, I can't do this.
So I
I
can't
blame
stop reading
Moxie.
with Miss Diabetes now. I mean, the grammar's not terrible on this story. It's just fucking boring. I'm just scrolling through it. Keats Diabetes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's a reason why it only has 26 favorites.
Because it's garbage.
This is trash.
Is it one of those stories that's just yeah, it's like a 5 out of 10. And it's not a 5 out of 10 because it's like terrible. It's like a 5 out of 10 because it's just mediocre and everything. See, The Gospel of Gold by a person calling themselves the Pokemon Fanfiction Novel. A reimagining of Pokemon Gold. I see where they get their name now. A 13-year-old novice trainer finds himself caught in an old conflict of good versus evil. The Phoenix Ho-Oh chooses young Gold as her champion, and the destructive rage of Silver, the Lugia. Against
What?
the destructive rage of Silver, the Lugia.
Why is
As-
Lugia called Silver?
He travels the Johto region without any Pokemon of his own. Is he he's not a Pokemon trainer? Gold learns that the true battles are not done in flesh, but in spirit.
No, I'm pretty sure some battles are done in flesh.
What?
There's quite a few battles that are flesh-based.
Only flesh.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's just you just literally open it up, it's just a fucking wall of text.
Lovely.
Yeah, wow, this is the prologue. Okay, buddy. This is literally 6 paragraphs, and, it's more like 3 paragraphs, and it's a fucking wall. Yeah, 23 chapters, 7 favorites, 4 reviews. Yeah, some of this dialogue is cringe. Oh, he doesn't know how to use ellipses right. Oh, he has an author's note with an asterisk explaining that you need to look up the audio of what he's talking about on YouTube. Ah! Ah!
Cringe.
Is this akin to a Danny Phantom sort of story? No. This is a gospel story. Lazarus was only human, but God himself fit to raise him from death. Likewise, God showed mercy to my son through the Phoenix. Yeah.
But does God exist in the Pokemon?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure the Pokemon are the gods.
And apparently this child is like 9 years old and doesn't know what a Pokemon is. And it had to be explained to him with the creatures that are on his animal crackers, which wouldn't be called animal crackers, they'd be called Pokemon crackers.
Well, no, they'd probably be like Poke Crackers.
Yeah, something like that. Actually, Poke Crackers sounds like a podcast that cracks mysteries of the Pokemon world, but
I mean, you're not wrong.
by mysteries, they really mean they're like the Lore Lodge equivalent in the Pokemon world.
Oh, no, I was going to say it's actually just a giant gossip mag.
Yeah, that. Yeah, effectively that, yeah.
Are Cynthia's boobs real? Find out on Poke Crackers.
Is Cynthia using a Ditto to make her boobs bigger? Find out on the next podcast of Poke Crackers.
PP up. Does it help with erections? Find out on page 27.
Strong introduction. I am looking forward to future chapters. I am very excited for this fanfic. What an intense prologue. Oh, hey guys! Look, it's our favorite dude!
No.
Mr. Numberman, who just leaves reviews on random stories with a number, and he's now a deleted user.
Oh no.
So,
Fabulous.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, this entire story is literally just a Jesus gospel that's been retconned into Pokemon. Let's see else. What else we got here? Worthy of him. Oh God. Oh no.
Oh no.
A hurt, comfort, angst story.
Oh
Yeah.
fucking.
Krogunk. Every word I say just makes this worse.
I'm sorry. What was that you said?
Krogunk
I'm gonna be fucking sick.
didn't know why he felt drawn to Brock. Every word I say makes this worse. He just knew he wanted to be by Brock's side. Something else he knew was that he didn't deserve Brock's attention. At least not yet.
Stop.
A story where Krogunk doesn't join Brock right away, even though he really wants to. He has to stalk Brock first.
There truly only is one answer.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
12 chapters, 41k words, 5
I'm
favorites.
gonna fucking stroke.
Cease and desist.
Cease immediately.
1 review. I really like what you have here. Keep it up.
Nope.
Telling Pokemon fanfiction readers they need Jesus is based. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. A blessing upon Aurora. In a time of peace, in a moment of relaxation, 2 lovers find their lives changed forever. Follow my 19 other stories that follow what's going on here. Oh, okay. Caution, this story is happy. Oh, okay. Oh,
Surely.
Well, I mean, you know what? To
Surely.
be fair, there's fucking weird ass people like Sign who must be depressed. So
that's Jorp. Sign has to be horny.
Yeah.
I think he has to
I
be
was about to
both.
say.
I'm
not
pretty sure you're
depressed.
just permanently horny and depressed.
No, most of just horny.
Ash's remixed journey Kanto Orange. Ashes expires to be Pokemon Master. James
Expired?
breeds
Oh.
Pokemon. Serana is Girl Without Dream. These 3 will travel through Kanto region and Orange, where they battle trainers and befriend Pokemon and meet people and have adventures. Ash is super cool and strong. And James
Sneaky.
is their traveling companion instead of Brock, who is lame.
Sneaky. I am unhappy to report that I have finished my bottle of alcohol.
That is unfortunate for you, sir.
Well, one of them.
Ah, well, there you go. And in case you were wondering, this is an adventure romance story with 95 chapters, 500,000 words. It has been ongoing for 2 years, so that's a very impressive update rate. It's got 400 reviews and 300 favorites, which is... that's rough, man. 3 reviews per chapter. Sorry, 4 reviews per chapter, and 3 favorites per chapter. That's rough. Yeah, that's rough. I don't think your story is going to be good, but we can give it a shot. Let's see what we got here. In the small town of Pallet, within the region of Kanto, Pidgeys are chirping, the sun is blowing, and the atmosphere is tranquil. This day, world-renowned Pokemon expert Professor Samuel Oak has started his yearly Pokemon summer camp. It is
So
for children.
for a second, the way you paused on it, I thought you were about to say renowned Pokemon Professor Severus Snape, and you got to admit, that would make things a lot more interesting.
Yeah, he's world-renowned for his butchery of Pokemon.
Did you know that if you murder a Pikachu, you can make a battery that will last for 17 years?
Indeed. It is for children, ages 4 to 7, from across Kanto. This event is a great way for young people to interact and learn about Pokemon while having fun. From
Is
Pallet
it?
Town itself, there are 5 children that enjoyed said camp. The first is Ash Ketchum, who has messy round blonde hair, hazel brown eyes, red release. Period. He is very energetic and brings a unique energy to anything he does. That's right, they had an entire fucking character description within one single sentence, including clothes and what he was doing. One sentence. This author really likes commas and uses them far too much.
Figure it out.
The next child is one of Ash's oldest friends. Practically his brother. Michael Orr. That's right, Michael Orr of the Orr region. The Dinsdale Dimmadome. Possibly one of the best jokes of Fairly Odd Parents. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. And mayor of Dimsdale. Inheritor of the Dimsdale fortune. For he's Doug Dimmadome. And his hat just keeps going.
Of course.
Based.
His hat is as infinite as his profit margins.
Exactly. And boy, if all the explosions around town are any possible lasting damage, he probably has tofu dragged his way through the entire town.
Of course.
Yeah, so anyway, and then we have Cross Halter, which is original OC, who is totally cool and awesome. And Serana is also there arbitrarily because reasons. And then yeah, so honestly, looking through it, the grammar's not terrible. The dialogue, it's not kids. Let's be clear here. The dialogue is very lucid for 4-year-olds.
True.
I have no idea what you mean, Sneaky. Didn't you know that all 4-year-olds are highly articulate geniuses?
Of course, my bad. Of course, Ash discovers Pikachu early, like 8 years early, and Serana gets an early Pokemon as well, and Ash and Serana hit it off immediately, and I guess they're just going to get married now, despite being 4 years old.
That's how it works in anime.
Yeah, And, Grace, Serana's mother, notices that Serana likes being near Ash, and instead of moving away as a child, she decides she's going to arbitrarily uproot her life and stay in Pallet. Just because her kid really likes her friend. As one does in Pokemon, I suppose.
I mean, to be fair, parents making terrible parenting decisions is pretty par for the fucking course.
That's fair. Ash, of course, also gets a whole shit ton of Pokemon before he even becomes a trainer because he's just awesome like that.
Ash, Big Dick Energy Ketchum. That's what they call him.
Yeah, you know, that's what his name is. Yeah. Anyway, so what else we got here? We got Unbroken Disguise. A man preparing to take over the Unova region runs into what has been the strongest Pokemon to date and finds that his truth is upside down. Should a tiny creature who hides its face from the world really be lecturing him on being true to himself? It's not an ideal, but he can't help but let his new friend drag him along on an adventure. That is right. It is N and Mimikyu going on an amazing Pokemon adventure where they bomb the IRS.
I don't think that's quite right.
Okay, that last part's a lie. They actually bomb the government building in Pokemon. But, you know, it's basically the same thing. So some garbage-ass story I'm not even going to bother reading after that. Ben's accidental Sinnoh adventure. The entire thing's a literal dialogue from one of the characters talking to the audience, explaining what's going on poorly. Which is obviously garbage.
Naturally.
Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. So, actually, you know what? Potatoes just reminded me of another story I had real quick. So, I get notified by my bank, right, that my account is now restricted. Right?
Bit odd.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? So I give them a call. And they're like, well, the mail we sent you was returned to us. I go, what do you mean the mail you sent me was returned to you? Well, your address is blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we sent mail to that location, and USPS said that location doesn't exist and returned the email to us after 60 days. I'm like, well, that's fucking horseshit, because I definitely fucking live there, and I definitely have a mailbox, and then, so I start checking everything, and it turns out a whole bunch of things that should have arrived in my mailbox were just held arbitrarily by USPS, and they never delivered a single fucking one of my packages, and they just held on to them for 60 days, and then returned them to the sender, saying, oh, well, it doesn't exist.
Shut the fuck up, whoever just said that.
That's my entry sound, sorry.
Oh yeah, I muted all that dumb shit.
Yeah,
That's wild that it goes over my streamer mode. That's supposed to block that shit, but I guess since you paid them money...
Yeah. Outskilled. What can I say?
Outskilled, I suppose, yeah. But yeah, so they fucking... They just held on to my package, never contacted me. So I specifically drove there about 60 days ago? Around that point, yeah. It's been about 2 months. Maybe 3. I drove there to the local USPS. And I went in. And I said, I need a key to my mailbox. And they said, well, you didn't notify us before now. I said, well, my apartment manager said they did. And you still haven't given me a key. They're like, well, fine. We'll put you on the list and get you a key. I was like, all right, fine, great. Here's my phone number. Call me when it's there. They said, yes, that's the plan. So I fucking walked away, and they never fucking got back to me. So they have my phone number. They have the address it's for. They have all this fucking mail for that address, and they're like, I eat glue. I work for the government.
It's USPS. What did you expect?
Not
it includes a
competency.
requirement.
And look, I didn't expect competency. I did, however, expect them not to commit a felony. Because some of the mail they held on to and then didn't inform me of was financial mail. And they interfered with my bank's finances, which is a felony.
You think post office cares about committing felonies?
No, I don't. However, the pipe bomb I mail them will.
Based.
In all seriousness, though, since you can definitively prove that they withheld financial information, you can get a lot of them fired, probably.
Oh yes, I am going to be looking forward to it. Yeah, so that just reminded me. Thank you, potatoes. That was something I wanted to bitch about real quick. So these fucking retards can't do their goddamn job. I probably can also sue them for mail theft. Possibly. I mean, I did get a lot of sudden notifications after I talked with my bank. I did get a lot of notifications in my email telling me that a lot of packages I ordered that never arrived had been returned. So I don't think they actually stole any of my mail. They just never delivered it. Which is still interference, but not theft.
Man. It's all fun and games until you lose your job for being dumbasses.
Oh,
I'm-
please, they can't fire anybody at USPS. You know that.
Oh yes, they can.
Oh, yes,
If they
they can.
If they commit a felony, as Sneaky just described, yeah, they can. And they will, in
sure.
fact, because that doesn't look good.
They'll fucking
That's kinda
obliterate
bad.
those people, yeah. USPS will be like, oh, what you know, actually did what? We're just gonna fire everyone responsible. Goodbye. We can hire retards to fill them in for, and that's I mean, honestly, that's exactly what they do. They just hire disabled people to run those stores. And old people.
I want to point out all of the like special needs people that I have run into at the post office have been fabulous helps.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that them being disabled in some form or fashion makes them incapable of actually doing their job. I'm just saying that they are in fact disabled, and occasionally that does interfere with them being able to do their job.
And that's fine.
Yeah, but they have a good reason, though.
Sort of.
What about their coworkers who don't have that issue?
What coworkers that don't have that issue?
Who aren't mentally handicapped?
Max, there is two sorts of people that work at USPS. Extremely old people and the mentally handicapped.
No, that's not true. My
that
current
maybe
coworker
Yours.
used to work at USPS, and she is a perfectly normal human being.
Oh, you said she.
You said she, so you're automatically incorrect. Apparently.
I'm sorry,
Damn.
I had to make the
The
joke.
fact that Sneaky has just fucked up all of the chances he had with women has apparently embittered him more than I thought.
No. The embitterment comes from my sister, my mother, my other sister, my stepmother, stepsister, my grandmother, my step-grandmother, my other grandmother, my aunt, my other aunt.
Jesus.
Pretty much every female in my immediate family and my extended family are just abject failures at being decent human beings. Now, don't get me wrong, all of those are for different reasons. You know, one of my grandmothers just doesn't leave her home, and she doesn't contact anyone, and she doesn't answer her phone, and her schedule involves waking up, watching TV, reading a book for a while, eating lunch, and then going to bed. and she's happy with that life.
Hey, sometimes it's the simple things.
It is. And I'm happy for her. However, that does mean she was absent as pretty much everything in my life and my parents' lives, because she also sort of just did that, except like more activity. Like she cooked dinner back when she had to take care of my parents when they were children. My parent, mom, when she was a child. Her behavior has not changed, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. That's right, Super Potatoes did cheer for 25K. You did do that. You did do that.
Wait, did he do that? What the
Why
hell?
does he keep doing that?
No, that's a permanent badge she got for sending me 25,000 points.
Oh, yeah.
What's that in American dollars?
Well,
250.
divide by 100.
No, 25.
No, it's 250.
No, it's like,
It's 100 bits per dollar.
yeah,
So it's 250.
yeah. Yeah?
Yeah. That's
No,
math.
hold on.
It is.
No. Really? So it
Come
is.
on, Sneaky. Come on.
Hey, man, math is hard, man.
How much have you had to drink, Sneaky?
Math are hard.
Come on, man.
Man. Anyway, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Realms of Revere. What would you do if you turned into a Baniri? And your power was to make dreams come true. With this power, she make all her friend wishes true. However, she soon learned that every desire she acts on will affect everyone around her. Increasingly bizarre adventure encounters reveal truth about Kayla and the world.
The
I feel worried about this, because I feel like if we click on this story, it's going to be a lot of fetish.
It's going to go places that we don't
It's
desire
Baniri.
to go.
What do you mean?
bad.
Of course.
The only thing more looted than Gardevoir is Baniri.
No,
This is very much not
Not
true.
quite, but approaching.
Okay, Baniri. Wait, but is Baniri the one that is the evolved form?
No,
Baniri
the
is the
unevolved.
one that is literally a Playboy ad.
No, that's Lopunny.
No, yeah,
retard.
Lopunny. That's
Lopunny.
yeah, Lopunny. Yeah.
Baniri evolves into Lopunny.
That's right.
No, hold on. No, I can see. So whoever just posted that, I can see why the average Pokemon fan would be interested. It's a child and a furry.
Sneaky.
Wow. True
Yeah.
though.
Am I wrong?
Okay, the only thing I have to say about Baniri is that Baniri is a cute Pokemon.
Aren't they all supposed to be cute?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but Baniri is actually cute.
If you say so.
What? It's like a walking stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course.
Anyway, Pokemon Special Brick Bronze 2B2 Eternal Legend GG after 2,000 years, Dark Lord escaped his prison, amassing evil forces to destroy the world. With his parents kidnapped, Bronze Turricano sets out on a journey to defeat Team Evil Eclipse, a sinister organization with the backing of demons.
You have literal Pokemon, and then you had to bring in Damon.
Yeah, only Bronze and his friends and the Pokedex holders can join together to stop this threat by applying age-old wisdom to a modern world dominated by science. That's right. They tell science that they can't explain how the shaman casts lightning.
Can they explain how magnets work?
Yeah, okay, Dex holders is a very common descriptor used to apply to the manga. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, man. Guys, I want you all to know that this is an uncompleted fanfic. The author wanted to make that clear, that the fanfic he is currently updating is not completed. That's why he put it right in the description. That it's not a completed fanfic.
Wow, you mean he didn't just rely on that incomplete tag?
Yep.
Insane.
Yep. And then, okay. So, interestingly enough, the only review that exists is by a guy called 2B2T Legends Canon instead of Eternal Legend. You guys want to know what the review says?
No, I don't.
I can read, unfortunately.
You guys want to know
Go
what the
ahead.
reviews? I can't understand why any human would put so much work into making something so absurdly high quality and then only post it on fanfiction.net. From what your profile says, you're clearly gonna be an amazing author. This is a gem of a story and another grand addition to Legends canon.
Wow, just gobble that knob.
Certainly, 2B2T Eternal Legend has nothing to do with 2B2T Legends canon. They are absolutely separate people. And
Of course.
they should not be taken as the author finding the legendary fifth vertebrae that will allow them to suck their own dick.
Excuse you?
I
It's
can hear
true.
the slipping from here.
You know we have to check out his profile now. I only use the FFN app for communication. If you wish to contact me, you must send me a PM. I only check once a day. If you review, I will respond to thank you for your time. Do not contact me through Discord. I will ignore you. If my beta reviews are critical of your story, please understand I am not here to annoy you. I am here to improve your story. If
Bro, you couldn't
Sure
you couldn't
thing, buddy.
improve a dark fucking room with a candle.
If I don't say something good when it isn't, it's because I feel that it creates a situation where you can never be sure if praise is real. If I say I like something, then I really meant it. I will try to be polite, but I will not sugarcoat anything. I am a writer of the Pokemon Special Adventures manga called Legends Canon. It has sci-fi, adventure, high fantasy, theological controversy, political intrigue, and many other esoteric topics.
What is bro talking about?
Please take him away from the stove.
Please
Who
stop
let him-
letting him
Who let
cook.
him in the kitchen?
No. Let him cook. Let him cook.
This man's cooking
Because what he
over
doesn't
a
know
shoe
is that
fire.
he's cooking himself.
He's fucking burning the kitchen down, bro.
This dude lit a shoe on fire and is currently cooking with a plastic fork.
Oh no. What's he doing?
Since you have clicked upon my profile, my advised order of reading is the following. Legends of Arceus.
My advised order of reading is not.
Yeah. My advised reading order. Alt F4.
No.
Thy punishment is death. Now die.
My following reading order is Legends of Arceus, Brick, Bronze, and then Sword and Shield. Brick, Bronze, and Sword and Shield are currently being rewritten. I was a terrible writer when I made the original Brick, Bronze. It is nowhere near the quality levels required for the esteemed Legends canon. As of 8/10/23, do not read Brick Bronze. Read Legends of Arceus and Sword and Shield. You will enjoy them. I am usually active every day. Stephen King, the gospel god of words, says I should write 2,000 words a day, so that is what I do.
Bro, if you're listening to Stephen King, you have bigger problems.
Yeah, pretty much. Stephen King is absolute fucking dog shit. Also took a copious amount of cocaine.
Never
let's be
mind
clear.
cooking, his brain is already cooked.
Let's be clear. In his immensely coked up brain, he's written a couple of winners. A couple.
Oh, certainly.
few.
No, don't get me wrong. The books he's written that were good are good. Stephen King, as a writer, is dog shit. He has a lot of misses. Like, this dude, if you had to put it into XCOM accuracy rates, this guy's got like a 23% chance to hit.
Now, to be fair, if you take a 23% shot with a book every year, you'll do pretty well.
Yeah. But his writing advice is fucking terrible. You just use set for everything. I don't know how to write. My name is Stephen King. I take cocaine.
I do cocaine.
My second name is Stephen Cocaine.
Stephen Cocaine. How old are you? It would surprise you. No, I don't think it would, author. I'm gonna take a guess here. So we're gonna pull up your profile here. So this profile has only been active since 2022. So I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say, because you write for SCP stories and you are rewriting things and you are trying a mega ultra ambitious project, I'm gonna put your age more at around 24. The stench of college wafts about you. I just took a writing 101 class, and my profile has to be very clean and neat and formal. Because I know they aren't an old, I can't say that word on Twitch. I know they aren't an old bitch because, well, they don't have 19,000 copy-pastes in their profile. I know they really aren't an old one because they don't have a blank profile that was created back in 2005. Right, Sign? Is he dead? Is he
You didn't
gone?
have-
It appears to be dead.
Oh, well, it was inevitable. He was 82.
Spiritually, if not physically, at least.
What
God damn
is
it.
your religion?
Oh!
Thank you for asking. I am a Christian. I will not preach too much in my stories. But I do like writing Christian theistic values into them.
Oh no,
As
is
a
this
Christian,
like a
cease
FTDS
thy
thing?
proselytizing.
Yeah, isn't there isn't one of the Catholic religions or Christian religion branches anti-proselytizing?
Okay. So do you actually want the explanation for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it comes down to it comes down to them, much like all Catholics, being fucking stupid. Okay? So, part of the Christian theology is that God is omniscient
Right.
and omnipresent. He
Right.
sees everything, he knows everything.
Right.
That's why he knows when you masturbate, Jimmy.
Right.
He's very disappointed in you.
Your material quality is terrible.
Honestly, you could do better than Rangiku.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So, anyway, point is, they believe this conflicts with the concept of people having free will. They believe that God's predetermination,
Right.
his ability to know everything, and the fact that he created the world and has a plan for everybody who's in it,
Right.
conflicts with people's ability to have free will.
Sure.
And so what they believe is that only the people,
Right.
there's no point in proselytizing because anyone who's going to come to God
Well.
will get there with or without your assistance.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
What they forget is that God knows everything we're going to do, but he doesn't write the plan for people. Right, at least theoretically speaking, because every human being possesses free will.
Right.
Which God gave to us when he gave them the ability to do so in the Garden of Eden, and he gave them the ability to sin.
Right. Right.
So yeah, it's just Catholics being idiots.
Yeah, that's her. Alright. I mean, I can see the idea there, but, you know, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so it just comes from them fundamentally not understanding free will versus predetermination.
I'm pretty
By
sure
which I mean-
being a priest is also, like, heresy, but, you know.
No, there's nothing wrong with being a priest.
I thought the whole covenant was between you and God and not between you, the priest, and then God.
No, that has to do with the Catholic idea of the Catholic idea that you need to see a priest in some capacity to confess your sins, etc., etc.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a pastor to spread the word and help educate other people. That was established way back in the original, in the time of the original apostles.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with like a pastor teaching people the word of God. In fact, he specifically calls people who are, further along in a journey of faith to teach people that information.
All right, that's fair enough. Why did you become a writer? One day I woke up and realized I wasn't bad at writing. And since I realized that I was made by Arceus to write and love stories, it is what I do. The fucking Zoomer. I fucking called that. I told you it was 24. Told you it was 24. I do this for fun, but I hope one day to publish my original works for the wider public. I'm sure you do, buddy. Why write Pokemon fanfiction? I was a fan of Pokemon Special since I was very, very young. I see. I'm gonna... Where is it? Pokemon Special. Pokemon Special. Okay. Okay, so it has been going for a very long time. However, let's see here. The Sword and Shield 2022. Alright, so that unfortunately doesn't give us a really good idea of what's going on. Because Pokemon Special's been running for a long time, and it's been called Pokemon Special for a very long time as well. So maybe he is a little bit older. Maybe he is our generation. As much as I hate to say it. But he does say very, very young. So, I mean, still be a Zoomer. I was dissatisfied with the direction it was taking, so I invented Brick Bronze to redirect the Legends of canon. I made Legends of Arceus next on a whim, and the Legends canon was born. I see Pokemon something that I love as a step to make original content, and the multiverse I am now writing is my example of what I can do to push the limits of Pokemon fanfiction. Okay. Uh-huh. Your writing style seems to fluctuate between lots of different types. Is there a reason for this? The differences in my writing style between stories are very pronounced. It's a result of me dabbling in reading different sci-fis and high fantasies. It is said that Tolkien had a feud with C.S. Lewis. You clearly are a retard who doesn't know the true lore. They were really good friends.
They were fantastic friends.
It's just that Tolkien did... So, Tolkien did effectively the equivalent of what we do in the modern day on Discord, where I'll just send Nose like a DM of eat ass, fucker, and then he sends me a meme. Like, that's what Tolkien and Lewis did, except in written letters. So anyone who doesn't understand thinks they had a feud, but in reality, they were actually just really good friends, and Tolkien just liked shitposting at Lewis. And Lewis liked shitposting back.
They were both really good at it.
I write like Lewis, but I'm aiming to be a Tolkien.
Don't you say either of those names in the context of whatever the fuck it is you're writing.
Oh, he woke! He woke up, guys! He's not dead! It's good
I need to go start the grill.
It's good to have you with us, Grandpa.
Well, you see, back in my day, Sonny, we didn't have these fan fiction websites. We had to write it down in a tablet and a notebook.
Sure thing, and I bet you sent it to Ina's ear too.
You what now? Speak up, Sonny.
Thanks, Nose. Fucking clock. Some things to know. Arceus is not a powerful demiurge, but rather a perfect supreme Abrahamic god.
The fuck you say?
This is seen in the Legends of Arceus story, where the Hisuians worship it with a fanaticism that it's a mix between Islam and Israeli devotion.
Woo, author.
I can't tell if the author's pushing the funny button on purpose or if they're just that fucking stupid.
The main antagonist of the story is a satanic entity only known as the Enemy, and when it merges with Hoopa, it turns into Hoopa Unbound, but it is not Hoopa. The Enemy functions like Sauron in Legends of Arceus, and is a hidden menace who is trying to create a new world where it is God in Brick Bronze. So, okay, so this dude is just off his fucking rocker, okay? Guys, it's my headcanon that Arceus is actually an Abrahamic god, and that Hoopa is Satan. Oh, okay, buddy. Hisui, instead of being in the 1800s, Hisui is not in the 1800s. Are you with that fucking tech level? Are you kidding me? They're literally pounding. They're literally pounding. Well, no, in Legends of Arceus, you are way back in the past. Like, we're talking like, 600s at best. We're talking like pre-Edo era, at least. They have Steam Tech? We had Steam Tech before Christ.
Yeah. Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, no, we absolutely had working Steam engines. It's just the rich people decided to crush the technology movement behind it because they thought slaves were cheaper.
We had working batteries around that time.
We had working batteries back in the 5000 before Christ era.
Yeah, we were using them for
Light bulbs.
no, not well. Yes, light bulbs too, but also for attaching metals.
Yes,
for
that too.
welding.
Electrolysis, yeah, and welding, yeah. It's how they did the gold leafing on a bunch of shit.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah. Being like, oh, well, they have Steam Tech, so it's clearly 1800s. Dude. Their most advanced technology, aside from Steam, was a fucking hammer. Let's see here. Blah blah blah. Brick Bronze. Anyway, let's see.
That was the word.
Brick Bronze. It's set 2,000 years before Red, Green, and Blue. This is so I could make a totally original story, since Legends of Arceus does not follow the Legends of Arceus video game. And rather, it is a high fantasy adventure story with Lord of the Ring elements. My dude, did you really just fucking say Lord of the Ring and high fantasy adventure in the same fucking sentence?
Apparently.
Yes.
It's gotta be a Zoomer. I refuse to accept a millennial is this dumb.
Look, Lord of the Rings is the closest thing these people have seen to a high fantasy, and it kind of did basically define the high fantasy genre for a lot of them.
Yes, this is possibly a true statement for Zoomers. However, Lord of the Rings is explicitly a low fantasy story.
I know this, you know this, but they haven't seen anything better to understand the difference between high and low fantasy.
That's fair. Next, he's going to go write fan fiction for the Bible. Oh, no. That's a special section.
Hey, no, we already had that. That's called the
That's New
Maccabees.
Testament.
I thought that was Dante's Inferno.
I thought that was the Quran.
I thought that was the
There's a lot of
Talmud.
Bible fan fiction, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's the official re-release. they had to modernize it.
I mean, that's literally the KJV.
I know. Ultra Kill is not the Bible.
No, whoever said that, shut the fuck up.
Could be.
There are no Pokemon battles in my story, despite being a high fantasy adventure. Okay. Because Pokemon moves haven't been invented yet. It's just Pokemon and humans fighting.
Okay, but the entire moves thing was just things Pokemon did normally that were distilled down into quote unquote moves you could teach a Pokemon.
Well, no, it's not even that. So look here. So a Pokemon move is quite literally the equivalent of the mundane martial art. Like, this is a low kick of the jujitsu style. Okay, this is Grass Knot of the grass energy. It's a very specific way of doing an energy type. Because, you know, grass energy can also be focused into a beam. It can also be focused into a leaf to cut. It can also be focused into yourself to heal you. So there's a whole bunch of different moves that use the energy in a very specific way, and we gave that a naming convention so we could communicate that idea with each other. Because if I tell you to do a low kick of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style, you'll know what I'm talking about, as opposed to me telling you just to do a low kick. And you're like, well, what kind of low kick? There's like 19 different types of low kick. Now, admittedly, you can also just say low kick, and they'll generally just do a low kick. And generally, it is all kind of the same, but when you want to get down to the granular level, you do have to start differentiating things. And so, you know, like Razor, it's like the difference between fucking Bubble and Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam is just a faster moving bubble, but you have to condense the idea of what to do with the water energy into Bubble before you can do Bubble Beam, which is just bubbles but moving faster. We have to understand what Bubble is first. And it's like that for a lot of the fucking moves, where they all kind of just feed into each other of being more powerful versions or alternative uses of an already existing idea. That's why Pokemon moves exist. It's not because we invented them so we could shout them out, so we could have a turn-based battling system IRL. It's the same reason that medieval combat existed, and now, admittedly, a lot of what is considered authentic medieval combat never really had patented names, as it were, but it was there were certainly names passed down from master to squire, apprentice, or, you know, whatever the profession was of the person who was learning from the person who was experienced. in whatever it was. They did internally have names for these moves. This sweeping low kick, the swiping shadow and shit like that. Where it's like, yeah, so basically you take a cloak, you put it over your arm, and you swipe left with it in like this upward angling motion, and it'll catch around their blade, leaving them open for an attack. Alright, well, it's really easy for me to just say the swiping shadow every time I describe this move, because you,
Because rather than having to say, I do the cloak sweep thing...
Right, you as my student will understand what I mean when I say the sweeping shadow after I've first explained what the sweeping shadow is to you, so I don't have to keep reusing that giant explanation every time I want to reference it in whatever letters or instructions I'm giving you. And so we named things because it's easier to give a name to a long statement when you have to transmit information. Author, fucking goddamn Pokemon moves would be invented since the dawn of time. Now, admittedly, the names might have changed, and how, like, maybe, you know, fucking Foe Hammer wouldn't be exactly called Foe Hammer yet. It'd be called Drop Smash or some shit. Yeah, maybe they would have different names because the names would drift over time, and the understanding of the name might drift over time, and maybe someone comes up with a more efficient, more effective version, and they decide to rename the move, and everyone switches over to using their name because their version's better.
Regional differences too.
Yeah, regional differences too, language drift. There's a whole bunch of shit that would occur with the Pokemon move names, so you don't exactly have to have the exact names from the video game. However, that shit would still be named. Like, I'm fucking sorry, but are you really gonna sit here and tell me that you have a bunch of humans sitting around, a bunch of Pokemon sitting around, one of them breathes fire, and the humans just decide, oh, it breathes fire? They're not gonna be like, oh shit, it's using Ember, you better back up, that's a threat display? And they're not gonna differentiate that from fucking Flamethrower or Blast Burn? They're not going to come up with separate names for... Oh, it's shooting its poison at us. Oh, well, what kind of poison? Is it the poison kind of poison? Or is it the toxic? You know, the one that kills people.
Is this fast poison? Slow poison? Heavy poison?
Are we in Blighttown?
So,
Am I mildly inconvenienced by being in Blighttown, or is this like, you know... Hell.
Is this launch Blighttown?
right, like, we're gonna come up with fucking names for shit just so we can differentiate it when we're communicating with, at minimum, other fucking humans. So we would just be like, oh no, he was using the electricity again. I'll be like, oh shit, he's charging up a thunder. Which, you know, your reaction to your Pokemon charging up a thunder is going to be massively different from it letting off a shockwave. Now, thunder, you better be putting like 3 rocks, a tree, and your friend in between you and it.
Yeah, like you're saying, there's a
Shockwave
big difference between
is hit it.
a guy. There's a big difference between Pikachu cast Thunder, and the Pikachu over there decided to, you know, Thunder Shock me, Thunder Wave.
Yeah, it's like if we invented guns and then just never came up with names for the guns. And so whenever, you know, someone pulled out a gun, everyone would just shout, oh my god, it's a gun. And it'd be like, what type of gun? What do you mean, what type of gun? It's just a gun. And, you know, so that
Or
could...
they would just start listing off the fucking foam. Oh god, it's the Remington 3472 lever action repeater.
yes, but
At which point he's been shot.
Yes. My point is more the author is leaning in the direction of, what do you mean there's a difference between anything? All guns are the same, aren't they? All swords are the same. Why would you ever need to differentiate a 9mm pistol from a 50 BMG? You know, that's what the author is postulating, is that people would never figure out they should probably make you know, different words for these things. because they're too stupid, because they're old. It's ancient, don't you know? Back in the ancient days, we had 3 words, and Oonga Boonga was 2 of them.
We had 3 words. Sex was all 3 words.
You know, I hate people like this that are like, oh, well, you see, ideas weren't invented until the 1700s. Okay. Brick Bronze is based on the plot of a deleted game. There are too many differences. I have tried to distance my work from that game. Pokemon Special Antichrist, anyone? Okay. The final thing you need to know about my stories. The word jihad is not connected to the Islamic religion.
Bro?
Rather, I believe it more properly reflects on the concept of holy war. Thus, the Rorian Jihad, the Eclipse Jihad, the Jihad against Team Eclipse, and so on. In universe, it is the word for struggle, so there will be lots of jihad. Okay. Alright. Sure, author. Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah, this dude
Well-
is really out here making...
8 o'clock. How about we stop reading dog shit? Is that an option? Can we just stop?
We could. Yeah. Let's get to the bottom of the page. I will touch the skies. Grace Pastel is a young girl who lives a cozy life, and Pokemon battles are a thing she watches on television. And then she turns 15, and then everyone's like, we should go become champion. And the question is, will she do the same? It's a very interesting question to ask because the author has written 274 chapters with 1.1 million words. They have only 600 reviews and only 300 favorites. Oh. Ouch. They have been updating it for one year? You wrote 1.1 million words in 1 year? This story's gotta be fucking dog shit.
I mean, there's a chance it secretly slaps, but I doubt it.
Don't lie.
I mean, the grammar's not bad. Yeah, grammar's not bad, but I'm sorry, but I'm just not the summary is just not selling me. If you spend the entire summary telling me about how the main character has absolutely no reason at all whatsoever to go out and do literally anything to answer the call to adventure, and then you end the summary with, will she answer the call to adventure because her people her age are also doing it? It's like, I'm sorry, dude. Are you real? Are you?
That's a Zoomerism.
Well, I mean, it's not just a Zoomerism, but yeah. This author, yep. Okay, I write Pokemon fan fiction. This author has written one Pokemon story. Yeah, yes, you certainly do, author. You definitely do. And those are Pokemon stories that you favorited. Yep. Kalia. Calum comes out as transgender to her friend Serana, and they start dating.
No.
Oh, it gets worse. Calum comes out as transgender, now Kalia, to her friend Serana, who then helps her get prettied up so she can come out to her girlfriend Shauna, on the stipulation that Serana gets to have sex with both of them.
The more you talk, the worse it hurts.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Yeah, that seems to be the thing they're all focusing on is all these social issues, and they want to put it into fiction and make stories about it because it seems so important.
I mean,
to them
hey,
right
look,
now.
social issues in fiction is like something that's been actually used, for a very long time for authorial inspiration. It's just kind of like,
Sure.
place and time. It has to be a woman author. Of course, it's a fucking woman author. It says the Lady Redheart. Either they're a transgender author or they're a female author. I mean, why even bother asking? Social issues for a very long time have been talked about in fictional stories. I mean, I can, if I go through the stuff that I've actually read back in the day, I can almost tell you what kind of social stuff they were speaking about at the time. What these garbage authors, however, these political activists, however, don't understand is they don't understand that well, yes, technically they can. When you write a fan fiction and you're like, okay, that's cool. This whole fan fiction thing, that's really cool. I really like Pokemon. Yeah, sure. I love Pokemon so much. But you know what would be cooler than Pokemon? If I removed all the bits from it that made it Pokemon, and I inserted my political agenda to it.
Yeah, you can talk about social issues, but you've got to have a story to put that in. That can't be the story in and of itself.
Yeah, and you can't hijack the story either. You can't be like, all right, so I know that this book, Aragon, is about fighting a tyrannical oppressor who is using propaganda and paying off the elite to suppress the peasantry and is inviting refugees in to slaughter everyone who disagrees with him. But we should talk about communism and why it will free the people from the capitalist pigs. Like that's just hijacking the story. That's not still telling the story. You're just ripping out everything about Aragon and you're just inserting your political agenda again. These summaries tend to read more like television promos than actual summaries. Well, that's because, once again, Zoomers are illiterate and they don't actually read stories. They've only ever interacted with the television and TikTok. And so they don't actually know how to summarize a book to someone. Because all they've seen in terms of advertisements for new shows is like the CW, which is, as we all know, an amazing broadcasting platform that has just really hit it out of the park with its stories. That was sarcasm. We got another Pokemon story that is a 1.2 million words long, 252 chapters, updated over the past 2 years. This is a self-insert original character isekai gender bender. Oh, we've covered this one before. Yeah, this is Don Barrett. This story had way less chapters and words when we last covered this one. Don Barrett, now Dawn, get it? She now because she's Dawn. Said Dawn. Yeah. Clever, right? Really good joke. Ash's story. Ash goes on journey to Alten region and get 12 girl harem. Part 2 of series Johto. It's about what I expected, at least one harem story. Shocking. We have Cinder's journey, Rainbow Arc. Cinder Ketchum, a blind girl who travels the world with her Pokemon. This is story of girl who lost her faith in humans and goes on a journey to rekindle her faith in humans. This is the first story in the Cinder Journey series. That's a very bold claim there, author, considering you have a massive 2 chapters out with a whopping 7,000 words between them, and you have been updating since last year. I always love these authors that are like, I'm going to write a 9-story epic. I have 2 chapters out, and it's taken me a whole year to do them. Also, these 2 chapters are only 3,000 words long each. It's like, alright, author, I'll see you in the year 2070 when you finish your first story. Of course, Hard Enough is here. Hard Enough is a great story. Highly recommend. Another mystery dungeon self-insert isekai Mr. Potato Head amnesia story. I'm sure that's going to be a great one as well. Watchers of Arceus. That's a cringe-ass looking story as well, so we're not going to bother with that one. Ashes of Hisui. The world is destroyed and the villains have won. This is a sequel to Sinnoh to Ashes. Oh, I'm sure that's going to be a riveting-ass story as well. It's got a whole whopping 12 favorites. That's how you know it's going to be good. He's got a 0.4 favorite rate to chapter ratio. That's excellent. Oh, he's got a whole whopping 1K words per chapter too. That's how you know it's a real quality big hitter. So about the time for R.R. Martin to release his next novel? Yeah, pretty much. Pokemar Episode 5 Clone Destiny. Answering the call to investigate kidnapped Pokemon, they find themselves in a reality where Pokemon and humans coexist. What? Alongside new friends, deadly plots unravel, and at its center, a mysterious Pokemon. 5 of the 10 stories in the Pokemon series. Jesus Christ. This dude's really ambitious. He's gonna write a whole 10 books. Holy shit, he's doing it. 44K words, 12K words, 18K words, 53K words. Yeah, these are some real whopping stories here. Alex's life changes when he's taken to a world inhabited by Pokemon and is thrust into events that threaten his life. Yeah, I'm sure he was. Virtual reality is unveiled and Game Freak unleashes their final Pokemon game, Pokemon Truth and Lies. In this story, the original character self-insert will gain a virtual reality harem. Sure.
Nice cell phone there, author. So you're saying your self-insert OC can only get girls inside a video game?
Yes. Yep. Yep. He phoned that one in. From the vast, in a remote corner of Unova, a Pokemon village hides from the barbarous humanity. Through cooperation and communism, they flourish despite their small size, rising above the uncaring brutality of capitalism, which works remarkably well until a half-dead girl shows up on their doorstep. Will this hidden village remain secret once the humans come looking? Featuring a shit ton of Gardevoirs. A mystery hurt comfort story.
I have to ask, did you add the communism yourself, or was it already there?
Okay, so I added communism and capitalism, but that's basically what they were describing. So, anyway, that's the end of the page. So, we will close it out here. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun. It has been fun. We'll see you on Friday because there is unfortunately always more, and it always gets worse.